sengafa. Ayibo, yeah, abantu bangaka. Ini, disco lighty. Guys, we almost DIE.
Okay?
Jeez. Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of Genesis Wholeness Wellness. Happy New Year! Happy New Year, guys. Wow, we're so excited to be in 2025. We're so excited to be here. Listen. And it also feels like it's been 10 years since we did this. Like, it's so crazy. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a... Actually, it wasn't even October, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was actually before your trip.
So September. That's crazy. The last time we recorded an episode was last year, September. That's nuts. But you know what? We're back and we're better. We're back and we're better, baby. So anyway, today's episode obviously is a New Year episode.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about the year that was and the year that is. Okay. So we did a friends staycation, friends must thing with our friends, and we had a presentation night on one of the nights. And so we're going to be talking about some of the things that were in our presentation, namely the things that we're leaving in 2024 and the things that we're taking with us into 2025. So if that's your vibe, stick around. Plan the new year with us, basically. Yeah. Plan the new year with us. Anyway, before we get started, where can people find you?
People can find me on Instagram at Lu_Nsala.
Period. That's on period. We even forgot our intro. They're wasting our phone. They're wasting our phone. We've even forgotten our intro. But yes, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Ginger in Real Life. Yes. Don't forget to follow this platform on Instagram at _Genesis Wholeness Wellness. And I think that's all the housekeeping stuff.
Yeah.
Cute. So I think I'll go first.
Yeah, you can go first.
So in my presentation slide of the things that I'm leaving behind in 2024, the first one was waking up after 8 a.m., right? Because I'm a person who's productive in the morning.
Yes.
And once... Yeah, exactly.
You mentioned this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once the sun is out, baby, and I'm still in bed, the day is finished.
It's long.
The day is finished. Unfortunately, the day is finished, right? So this year I'm going to try very, very hard to wake up before 8 so that I can get on my Zoom. When I wake up before 8 and I'm out of the bed and I've done gym and whatever before 8, I work a lot better.
Yes.
I feel like I have the whole day to do the things that I need to do.
Yeah, you feel like productivity.
Yeah, when again, like impilo iya kubeka. Impilo iti, let's get on our Zoom.
Yeah.
If that doesn't happen, the day is over, you know? So that's definitely something that I want to leave in 2024. But I also will say, to my defense, that this only happened towards the end of the year when the year-end fatigue was starting to creep in.
Yeah, like, absolutely.
I was struggling to get out of bed. I was struggling so much to get out of bed.
When I tell you, Ginger and I would just like hop on a call and be like, we're so tired. And she'd be like, guess what? I still have work.
Sweetie, work rocked me. I don't want to lie. Like, when I was tired, it literally felt like a mountain. Like,
I actually remember the time when we went for brunch to work, right? We got there and I started working and you sat there and you were like...
I literally was just staring at the laptop. Like, I didn't have anything in me that said,
literally,
let's work. I was finished. You know what, to some degree, I feel like I still am a little bit finished.
Yeah.
But since last year, bring it down. There's no way.
Yeah.
Like, I was on the floor. I was literally on the floor. Like, I needed the year to end ASAP, like immediately, right? Okay, cool. So, my second thing that I wrote was decentering marriage and boys and
I think that's
children.
a big one for the both of us. Actually.
Yes, it's time.
It's
time to get off the patriarchal bus. It's time. Selifikile Epak Station, we cannot go any further than this, baby.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So I think basically maybe we should explain what we mean by decentering, right?
Yes.
So I or we rather,
Let's say we, yeah, because
yeah,
this is also one of my
exactly.
Yeah.
We have the desire, right? Oh, we want to get married.
I think you guys know us. Like, if
Gunini
you
is
watch
khuluma
us,
ngabafana lana.
like,
Gunini is khuluma
yeah.
ngabafana. Let's be serious.
Let's be for real.
Let's be so for real right now. Dala sikhuluma ngabafana lana and say pelile leyo. It's enough.
Manafu ni manafu.
Manafu ni manafu. We are done ngabafana. Thanks so much. Thank you.
I think so.
Thank you so
meme
much.
that says, what are boys doing in 2025?
Ngoba vele bayenzani lawo? What are they doing in 2025? Anyway. So yes, so obviously we want to get married, want to be moms, wara, and we have obviously been in situations where that could have been a possibility, but it never ever came to fruition, which I feel kept us stuck in this like this needs to happen type of thing. And never again, yes, sweetie. There's so much more to life than marriage and boys and children and whatever.
Literally, I was telling Ginger the other day, like on my phone, right? There's like little videos.
Yo,
right?
it's my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing ever.
Where I'll take a video, like every time Mkilo Mfano, I'll take a video saying to myself, "Noluthando matonzela."
Awuyeke abafana, awuyeke abafana. Kunini ubhizi ngabafana?
I'll literally even go as far as saying,
yeah. Thank you. Randomly, when you're going through your phone, ta-da! Here's a reminder. Here's a reminder. So, sister manafu about the patriarchal bus, we're done with that this year. And we hope we never see that bus ever again.
Yes,
because it's so crazy. So crazy. Decenter men today. Decenter children today. Decenter patriarchy today.
And I think also, let's just maybe say, right? How can I put it? As we're decentering that, we're trying to grow into better people. We're trying to focus on self.
Absolutely.
We're trying to cultivate ourselves as well.
Absolutely.
In the sense that's good, positive. Because it starts getting to a point where it's just like, when does it stop?
Exactly.
Like, because it's not happening, right?
Yeah.
So when do we draw the line? Where do we?
Exactly.
You know. So I think I like that we are going or stepping into this year in this and thinking that like
asiyekele, yeah, exactly. And I think also, obviously, as you guys know, we're Christians and stuff. For me personally, it got to a point where I literally had to be so for real with myself and ask myself, even if God didn't give you this, would you be okay?
Yeah.
Like, would you be fine if God said, actually, you're not going to be a mom, you're not going to be a wife, would you be okay with that? And if I was being so for real with myself in that moment, I was actually okay with that. So, why are you screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming about boys and children? Like, it's fine.
I absolutely love that you said that. Right?
Yeah.
I actually recently came across a post that said, as you're also speaking, I'm thinking of Job. I'm reading Job right now. Job was fine in that situation where everything was taken, everything was just bad.
He wasn't fine. He was kind of
okay. Yeah, he
was kind of tapped. You know, he was going through it.
I'm talking about it in the sense that with Job, God was his everything, right? So we can't be centering things, right, or idolizing things. Because at the end of the day, the bottom line is God is at the top.
Yeah.
So if
you do all of this for God,
for the glory of God, when you eat or sleep, do it for the glory of God.
That's my verse. Why wenza kanjena? That's my verse for today, guys. Why ayenza kanjena? Ugendi. Yo,
yeah. So no, I think just putting God at the center of it all, I think is so important.
No, definitely not. The third and final one is being inaccessible to people who initiate friendships with me. I wrote actually on my slide, it's not weird to have multiple friendship groups. Guys, nginenkinga. Yo! Guys, angibafuna abanye abangani, and that's a problem. That's such a big fat problem. Like in December, I watched Noluthando Matonzela namely, and our two other friends go on Friends Mercy. Nabanye abangani babo. And I'm not even saying like I want to do Friends with other people. I was really happy with our Friendsmas, and I only had one Friendsmas in me. Shame, sorry, but I just feel like outside of the fact that my friends have other friends, I need other friends, you know? Like, having 3 friends is cute, and having, like, 3 very close friends, like, really, really reliable friends, really, really, like,
friends you can trust,
yeah, like,
you know,
inner circle, yeah.
Inner circle is strong.
It's strong. Inner circle, divile.
Tight.
Yeah, bo.
It's yes.
It's yes. Ah! Woo! Inner circle, it's yes, baby. Exactly. Inner circle is yes, baby. But I also need an outer circle. But now here's my dilemma with that, right? My dilemma with that is that minangi all or nothing person.
Yes, you actually mentioned that.
That's the type of person I am, you know? And another thing that I'm trying to teach myself this year is not to be married to these things that I identify myself as, right? So even though I know deep down in my heart that I am an all or nothing person, I can change this identity if I wanted to, right?
Absolutely, yes.
So for me, in the past, I've always wanted to be, we're best friends or we're not friends. Like, ungangibulisi nokungibulisa. Yeah, ungangibulisi nokungibulisa unless was iy'nkinga zakamamami. Uyayibona inkinga? When unless you know that I'm making it to heaven or not, you know my deepest, darkest secrets or not, you know, and that's not cool. That's weird, right? So I don't want to close myself off to like people who initiate friendships with me, and I don't want to close myself off to initiating friendships with other people, right? If I see someone that's cool or whatever, I need to be okay with being a friend to that person, you know, not necessarily come to my house sing Jelinking Azami type of friends, you know. I already have that with you guys, but now I need to train myself that not everybody can be that type of friend, and I need to accept that this is sometimes the level that people can go, this as far as they can go.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is not bad for them, because even Nami, that's as far as I can go, I'm sure, with other people, you know?
And I also think that, like, dude, you're so cool. A lot of people are always, like, trying to reach out.
Really?
Trying to be your friend. Like, guys, the amount of times Ginger tells me,
wait!
Oh, actually, this person tried to be my friend, and I was like, wait. So let people love you.
Guys, I promise you, people will be like, Ginger, let's do coffee. And I'm like, you're not no Lutando Madonzela. Why would I do coffee with you? Watch the podcast if you want to get to know me. Okay? But yeah, no. Honestly, I know. It's weird. So I'm leaving that behind. It's done. I'm done with that. So yeah, what are your things?
I definitely know for a fact at the top of my list, right? Is I'm not saying I didn't prioritize my relationship with God, right? But this year I want to put it at the center of it all. Like, I want in Yonkin Tengians I made come back to the fact that I'm Christian.
Period.
Come back to the fact that I'm a kingdom daughter.
Period.
And I'm God's child.
Period.
Made come back to that, and made come back to giving glory to God.
Exactly.
Right? So even in the way that I dress, the way that I speak, the way that I carry myself, the way that I think, you know, what I put in my body, everything must just come back to, like, God being at the top, right?
Yeah.
So basically leaving behind, like, sometimes, like, you even, for instance, right, I read a chapter every day, but, like, even to a point where it's like, oh, okay, I'm just reading.
You're reading to get it done.
Yeah, to get it done. I'm not reading to, like, actually get to know God and, like, you know.
I don't think that's bad, though. I don't think that's bad.
You're right.
Let me tell you why I don't think that's bad. Cool. Because I feel like we treat the Bible like a magical book. Like, when you read the Bible, you have to sit down, set the scene, have your coffee ready. Like,
highlighter.
You have a highlighter, notebook, uthandaza, Holy Spirit. Uthi Matthias kancane. Ulivele uthi, our God is awesome. You don't need all of that. You really don't need all of that. Sometimes just reading, it's literally a book for you to get to know God. It's not a magical book, right? The magic is in the Holy Spirit, I feel. So I literally want to sing yak jump again, but I would love for us to start looking at the Bible this year as it's literally like the daily bread, right?
Yes.
So every single day, and you're not gonna be in every single day, you know, all the time. So sometimes you reading it is enough. Like you can just read and be like, no, today I read 1, 2, 3. You know about God, even though you don't feel like you were transported to heaven and back. You don't need all of that.
You're absolutely right. Because so for me, my routine, Bella, is to wake up and read. Wake up, read, and pray, right? Every single day. And I think you're right in saying that, because just thinking back, like I would say to a certain degree well versed with the Bible. Like, I haven't read everything, guys.
Yes. Awuthi uyiskora seBhayibheli. Akathi uyiskora seBhayibheli. Akasho kanjalo. Yeah, akasho kanjalo.
I know some stuff. You know, I've read some stuff, and also just when you have conversation, you can tap into that knowledge, right? Which is really good. I think, definitely what you're saying, like just making it a daily bread.
Yeah, as long as you do it all the time.
Absolutely.
I don't think God really minds, you know, how you do it. Like, God is not going to say, well, today you didn't read it with your highlighter, so no, I'm not coming. He's not going to say that. He's not going to say you read the Bible on your phone today at work, I'm not coming. No, he's not going to say that. You don't always have to be transported to the heavenly realms. Njalo, Holy Spirit. No, not always.
I like that you say that, because a lot of the times we see God as like this magician.
God is your dad. Do you ever feel like this is my dad every time you talk to your dad? No, you don't. You're just talking to your dad. It is what it is. It's just your dad, you know. So I think we shouldn't treat him like a you shouldn't just
like he's in the mountains.
God, he's in the mundane even every day. You know, you can be speaking to God. I'm literally a fan of prayer walks. I used to walk all the time.
You used to walk all the time.
Please, I was a walker.
She was a walker.
Please, I was a walker.
I actually remember there was a time, like an early friendship, where you walked to my house.
Yeah.
And it was so far. I said, you walk from there, guys. Like,
I used to walk all the time. Like, and in those walks, looking back now, those were literally prayer walks. I would spend the afternoon and be like, okay, today from like 3, I'm just going to walk around the neighborhood, you know, and stuff like that. And I took advantage of the fact that I was living in a semi-safe neighborhood. So I could do things like that. You know, I would just be walking around. To me, it was like, oh, let me walk around, see people's houses. Sometimes I see a house and I'm like, you know? And then you walk past someone's house and you're like, wow, that's so cute. I want like a rose bush like that in my house or whatever. But now, obviously, now that I'm older, I know no, man, you were actually doing prayer walks, you know, because I'd literally also be talking to God as I'm walking. Isn't this njalo? So you don't need all of that rah-rah, you know? And for you to have goosebumps every day. If you read the Bible every day, guys, you don't feel like that all the time. You know, like you don't always get revelation about your life every single time you open the Bible. Exactly.
Yeah, I actually recently learned also, like, there is a difference between reading the Bible like day to day and also studying it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm also just trying to tap into like the studying aspect more of that, because I do mostly just the reading. You know?
That's huge, which is something we also actually spoke about at the Friendsmas. Excuse me. We said we wanted to do a lot more Bible studies together this year. So that's definitely something we need to tap into. Yeah. So what's your next thing?
Bible study
It's serious indaba yakhona, guys. Like kuyaphoqa manje, kuyaphoqa. The way umhlaba ungakhona kuyaphoqa. Kuyaphoqa ukuthi sithi nci eBhayibhelini.
Sithi
kuyaphoqa, bra. Like it's so serious. Yeah.
My next thing is resting. So, right? I had it on I didn't really have it on my presentation, right? Because I only had one thing, right? But then
one thing that you're leaving behind. Oh yes. You had one. I have a picture of it. Because I was dead when I saw it. I laughed. Oh my God, that was hilarious. That was so funny.
You could actually put it.
I'll try. Don't hold me to it. But I'll try to put it on the screen. I was dead, guys. But actually, I'll post it on our Instagram. Go check it out on our Instagram right now. When this episode goes live, it's on our stories. Literally right now, it's on our stories.
But I'm not going to mention that first. I'll mention the resting, right? So after the presentations, we actually went around the room and we were basically, obviously, you know your life and you haven't had an introspection of your life, right?
And it's subjective,
and it's subjective. So we were trying to basically each friend basically told about what they think about you and what you've done in the year.
Yeah.
And a common theme that popped up for me, right? Obviously, my friends were like, "Oh, you know, this is great. It's a great year, you know." But a common theme that popped up is the resting, right? My friends literally thought that like I am borderline killing myself.
Yes, that she is. That she is. That she is.
Killing myself.
Absolutely, I concur. Ditto. That she is.
So resting the previous year, right? I had rested here and there, but I think I want to be more intentional about it this year. Right?
Yeah.
And more intentional about, okay, I can't take this order, or I can't do this, or you know, pushing back when necessary, basically.
Yeah.
When I can see that I'll be squeezed in a
tight corner,
corner or container.
Yeah.
So I think setting time to rest. I think it's so important for me.
Definitely.
This coming year.
Leave all of that busybodiness. 2025, and we're not saying, guys, she must sit at home and be a bum. That's not what we're saying. But our point was that Nolu does 10 things a day. Most people wake up in the morning, they read the Bible, they have coffee, they go to work, they come back, they do the gym. No, not Nolu. Nolu does that, and she sews, and she records a podcast, and she does the gym 10 times a day, and she reads the Bible, and she'll do a Bible study, and she has to do stuff for church, and she has to do...
Yeah, that's not healthy.
Can you relax?
Yeah.
Can you actually relax?
I actually got to a point towards the end of the year, even when, like, I'll be very honest, like, even when it comes to, like, church, because I'm obviously, like, somewhat...
busy.
Yeah, I'm busy at church, right? I got to a point where I was just so exhausted. Like, so exhausted to a point where, like, I'm missing things. I can't keep up anymore.
Yeah, you were struggling, definitely.
And for me, I think I want to give God my best. So giving God my best means I need to rest and say when, okay, this, I actually can't do this. I don't have the capacity.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think definitely rest. That's, I would say, not necessarily rest, cut certain things out. Cut them out, definitely. Let's focus on 2-3 things. Not 10 things. Because she be crazy, guys. Like, absolutely. You don't understand. You know, there was a day, Nolu literally woke up, went to work, came back from work, went to the gym. From the gym, went to go tutor someone. From tutoring someone, we had a meeting about Genesis Wholeness Wellness. From having a meeting with Genesis Wholeness Wellness, she said, I gotta go. I'm so sorry, I can't finish this meeting. I have to go into a Bible study now at church. Went straight into a Bible. I had literally done nothing that day. I was resting. Like, I was a normal person. She had done it all. Then sometimes you call her, she's doing up netball, doing up this, hey, wena! Uhlale busy ngapha unabangani abayi-50. Ithini into yakho? Kiri brunch, kiri lunch, kiri birthday party, kiri baby shower, kiri weddings, this, that. Hello, can you sit down? Can you actually sit down?
Absolutely gonna sit down.
Thank you. So now we're gonna go into things that we are taking with us. Top of the list, there's a thing that's happening, guys. Anyway, so last year, I really and truly felt like, let me not say I really felt like, last year I got a glimpse into how I was living and how I could potentially live, right? So this whole entire time, I feel like now, maybe like 2-3 years of my life, I feel like I've been living on like a free trial of my life. You know when they say, start now, 14-day free trial, cancel later, whatever, 3-month free trial. I feel like I've been in that stage of my life where I'm literally just trying to find things, trying to find my feet, you know, and not necessarily living my life, right? I'll give you a typical example. When I moved into my first apartment, I furnished it because I needed furniture. I didn't furnish it from a place of love. Like, let me get the best furniture pieces or whatever. Also, I was poor, okay? So there's also that. Nikinali poverty nyana. Nikiswereki poverty nyana. So, I finished it to finish it. And shame, it looked cute, Cute. Even when I moved all of my furniture here, people will come to my house, oh my gosh, she looks so cute, blah, 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 blah. But this is not who I am. That's not who I am. So it's like small things like that, I don't go out of my way to make things happen for myself, So last year, while I was living in not going out of my way, just typical ginger, whatever, I started doing small things to go out of my way. So for example, the marathon, we started doing the marathon. We ran the marathon. That felt like, wow, that's crazy. I can do stuff. Like, I can do stuff. That was so insane to me. Like, even small things like looking at buying a new car and things like that. I didn't necessarily look at it from a point of, or rather, let me say, when I bought my first car, I was of the opinion of, I just need a car. Like, it's a need. I need a car, especially for my job. I can't keep doing my job without a car. Let me just buy a car. It didn't matter what car it was. I just needed a car that was in good condition, that was going to last me a really, really long time. Now, last year when I was starting to look at, okay, I think I want a new car, blah, 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 it came from a big dreamer place now,
It really did. Actually, like, when we spoke about that, your face was literally like beaming. And
I was like, this is the one I want. Now I'm getting a car I want, So it's small things like that. So that's the first thing I'm taking into 2025. Like, I literally wrote on my presentation, living delusionally. The woman I've been waiting to become is already here. I am her,
You are her.
Exactly.
Period.
And it's even with small things like the way I view myself, like the way I speak about myself, the things that I think are possible for myself. No, baby. Like, I'm not gonna magically become that person. I'm not gonna wake up that person. There are certain things that you need to do.
Sort of do.
Exactly. Which also taught me that I am a little bit obsessed with getting things right the first time. Because I'm a person who is good at stuff. Like, when I try something, I'm good at it, But in my head now, I was starting to look at it as a thing of, like, I have to be good at this now, I didn't give myself the opportunity to learn, to grow, and suck at something. Like, the first couple of times you do it, maybe even the first year you do it, suck at it, it's fine, But I'm trying to teach myself that when you get into a car and start it, it doesn't move. You have to get into a car and start. Then you shift gears. You put your pedal on. You put the pedal to the metal, You step on accelerator. Exactly. You don't just get into a car and then it moves. It doesn't happen like that.
There's an action and
thank you.
Reaction that
exactly. So I'm dedicating this year to literally being the woman that I have been waiting to become. I'm giving myself grace to suck at a lot of things that I'm currently doing in my life. For me, I'm not looking to really try anything new this year. I'm not looking to grow and I'm just looking at perfecting the things that are already on my table, right? Let's finish cooking this food that is here. Then we can go eat. Then we can come back and add more things, We're not necessarily just going, I'm a big dreamer. This year, mina ngizogijima marathon ayi-5. Mina, awuqale nje ngokugijima i-5K kayi-5. Qala. Awuqale nje ngalokho. Kumeyi nje. Asiqale nje lapho. Uyayibona into enjalo.
NgoJanuary utrainela wona lawo ma-race.
Period. Uyayibona into enjalo. So, yeah, that's literally my first thing. Living delusionally, I can do what I need to do. I can do what I want to do, and I am her. Period.
I think mine is very similar to yours. I think you remember it. I think ever since, and you also touched on this, ever since we ran the marathon, man, like, I know that I can do anything. Like, guys, the marathon was tough. Like, I'm feeling let it be known.
Guys, we almost DIE.
Okay?
Jeez.
Literally. But if I, let's say, decide, I will be able to do it. So definitely I can do anything.
That's cute. I love that. Okay. And then the second thing is honoring my journey. Which is not living passively. Like, I want to be so present for the things that are happening in my life, for the things that happen to me, to the things that happen for me, to the things that happen from me. Like, I need to be so incredibly present. And I was even telling my friends during this whole presentation that when I was writing Honoring My Journey, I actually had one thing in mind. I realized something about myself last year, that I was a person who was really comfortable with being hurt. Like, if someone hurt me, like, you know, like, kuzoba buhlungu sho ngizokhala. Yebo, and ngicabanga ke even before that bengakhali nokhala. Manje at least sengiyakhala.
No sisi lona.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I love it.
Indaba zami. Thank you.
I love it.
Indaba zami. Asisivali. Thank you. So yes, at least being khala last year, yabo. I didn't even cry, guys. I would just move on. I would just keep it moving. Like, if someone hurt me, I'd just be like, that's that. Or like, if a relationship ended, I'd just be like, like, I can't keep you here. You know, for example, I've lost friends, obviously, along the way. Who hasn't? But during those friendship losses, I was hurt, you know, and completely distraught. But I was just like, you know. But last year I was like, no, that's actually not okay, you know. And when people hurt me, I would try to like resolve it, and then I'd like leave it, you know. So it's small things like that, or like when I'm really happy, when things that I've always wanted to happen, or I'm like in a place in my life where I'm just so jovial, you know, everything is cute, it's nice. I wouldn't even allow myself to be in that moment, to be present, because I'm just like, wow, this is so nice. How can I make this nicer? You know, or you know what, this would have been nice if it was accompanied by this. Or but whatever's happening now in the present, I'm present and I'm here. I'm not thinking about what could have, what should have, what would have, or this would be nice with, or I just want to be really, really present with the things that happen in my life.
Very similar to one of my other ones as well. But yeah, basically, how can I put this? I want to say being disciplined, right? And showing up for myself, right? And by that I mean, like, for instance, if you call me right now, right? And you say, Nolu, please come help me, like, shalana or whatever, right? I will drop everything and go all the way and, you know, show up for you, right? But I do find that at times I don't show up for myself
in the same way,
right? I over exceed for everyone around me, which is not a bad thing, right? But I need to extend the same sort of
courtesy to yourself,
to myself, right? To say, if I say, yo, we are better, maybe, or I need to go to the gym.
Go above and beyond.
Go above and beyond. Go to the gym. If you want to go to this, like, for instance, I would literally ball on you and take you to like the most expensive spa, and you know, be courteous enough to do that for myself as well.
Exactly.
You know?
And so much growth has come from that, because at least mental science. Nasebafaneni, guys. Lona indaba zakhe besekayisa abafana eCape Town. Ngikusaba. I'm scared of you. Capital S. Capital S. Ngicela uzise wena eCape Town. Ngicela uzise wena.
I actually remember the Cape Town.
Yeah, you know what? At least you are mamela. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Really, because I literally told Ginger at the time, I think it was like a couple of years back.
Guys.
I'm telling Ginger, no, listen, I want to take my boyfriend at the time to Cape Town for his birthday. Ginger said, nah.
I said, not on my watch. On my watch. I never. Agayilapho. Loyo, agayilapho. Wo loyo uzobe nje ala eGauteng nathi ngebirthday yakhe akayilapho. I said never. Zange I said mise ukho or something. Take him to Cream. There's no way. Cape Town.
Yeah.
No, that could have never happened. That was not going to run. There's no way.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then the last one, which I feel like I've already mentioned, I wrote, get on my Zoom, fend my baby. We have a running joke on this, or not even on this podcast, in this friendship. We have a running joke. Joke is, Mensia, fend for yourself, baby. Fend for yourself. Nobody's coming to save you. Fend, baby. Like, no one's gonna save you. So, previously to what I've said, I obviously want to get on my Zoom. I want to perfect the things that are already on my table, right? I'm not looking to add new stuff this year. Like, I'm not going to be a global sensation. Maybe, actually, I don't know. But I'm going to be a global sensation in whatever's already currently on my table by perfecting what is on my table. So yeah, that is literally get on my Zoom. I need to run my life, my businesses, my friendships, my relationships efficiently. Capital E, capital F. Efficiently. This year, we are literally working on being a well-oiled machine. We are running efficiently. We're not doing, let's do this, let's add, no, I'm lazy to do this, or whatever. Cut.
Diligence.
Thank you. And that's where I rest my case. That was my third one. Yeah.
I think, my third one is, I literally wrote on the presentation, right? Do 3 million things, right? But rest also, right?
Yeah.
So I think after obviously sitting here and even furthering this conversation, basically put a priority list, and stick to that.
Yeah.
Yes. Stick to what's priority in my life right now. What do I have capacity to do?
Yes.
And things that I don't have the capacity to do, scratch out. So that I actually do make time to rest.
Yeah. Exactly. I love that.
Still fending, but dropping some things.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now, to just tie this beautiful episode up into a cute little bow, we're going to talk about what is one Bible verse that you are taking into the new year. So, my Bible verse is Colossians 3:23. Nolu has already told you guys.
Yes, this is,
yes. Colossians 3:23-24 says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ that you are serving. So basically, it's literally everything I've been saying in this whole entire episode. Like, I need to run everything that is on my table more efficiently. Right now, I wouldn't order. I just get to things when I can, when I have capacity. But I need systems, and I'm definitely a systems person. Like, I work best with systems, not routines and habits, and I don't work well like that. I work within a system. For example, a cute little system that I discovered the other day. At the back of my door, when you walk into my house, at the back of my door, there is a hook, right? I bought that hook to hang my car keys, right? Now, because we live in 2024, 2025, when you go to Woolies, that bag is 8 Rand 50, the Woolies bag. And I have 155 million of those bags. So I created a system for my house. As soon as I come back from Woolies or Checkers or whatever, I always use Woolies bags for my groceries. Doesn't matter where I shop. Whenever I come back and I bring the groceries up, I hang those bags behind the door with that hook, on that hook with my car keys. So that when I go back down to my car, I take the bags. The bags are back in my car.
Exactly.
So that the next time I go to Checkers, I don't have to be like, I forgot my bags at home. Do you see what I'm saying? And that system has worked efficiently for 3 years. I've lived here 3 years. It has worked amazing. Instead of saying, let me teach myself the habits of taking the bags to the car, I created a system to make sure that the bags are in the car, habits or no habits, right?
Absolutely.
So that's how I work. I work best within systems. So it is well within the goodness of myself this year, for my mental health, for my physical health, to create systems around the things that are already on my table, right? And do so as if I'm doing this for God. And not even as if I am doing this for God, right? If God tomorrow came into my dreams and said, Ginger, you're getting the podcast, I'm sorry, toodles.
We're done.
You know, asiyenzel nina and asiyenzel thina siyenzela uNkulunkulu, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's why I'm taking that verse into this year, because I need to create systems to make sure that things get done in a certain way, and they get done the right way, they get done the way that they're supposed to get done within the correct time frame. Nje yonke into ibe spotless clean, you know? Yeah.
Okay, so my verse, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So my verse is Deuteronomy 8. Wow. I said it wow.
What? Deuteronomy.
I choke on it a little. But anyway, Deuteronomy 8, verse 6 and 7, it reads as follows. So obey the commands of the Lord your God, right? By walking in his ways and fearing him. For the Lord your God is bringing you into a good land of flowing streams and pools of water, with fountains and springs that gush out in the valleys and the hills, right? So two things for me. Just looking at the verse, always operates in the will of God.
Absolutely.
Right? So being obedient to whatever he's telling me in that season. What is he saying now? What does God want me to do in this season right now? Right? Which is quite similar to what you said. And then on top of that, understanding that whatever comes my way, right? God is making it bringing you into a good land of flowing streams. God loves you so much. Whatever he does for you is for your benefit.
Absolutely.
You know? So fully understanding that, like no mazisha, like manj. At the end of the day, I'm going to be in the good land.
Yeah, and all things work for the good of those who love the Lord.
And are called according to his purpose.
Period.
8:28.
Yeah, so if you live in the will of God, then all things happen for you. Easily. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's sort of
that's you.
My verse and my theme.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I think that's so good. And I feel like there's a certain thing about this year where people feel like it's not going to be a good year.
Yeah.
And I have no idea why. I have no idea why. I don't necessarily feel like this is going to be my year, but I just feel like it's not going to be a terrible year. I don't know what's coming. Obviously, I'm not psychic.
Yeah.
But and I'm not God, and I'm not a prophet.
And I'm not God, and I'm not a prophet.
I'm just me. I'm literally just me, you know. So I don't necessarily know what's happening. I don't even have a sense of this year. What type of things are coming, what type of things are not coming, I don't know. But I just genuinely don't want to walk into this year feeling like, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
listen,
see up.
Positivity. Let's go. We're
up.
Toxic positivity.
Toxic
up positivity.
Up. Yeah. Exactly. And that is it from us, guys. We love you loads. A couple of things that I actually do want to flag with you. I started a YouTube channel again. Woo! For like the 4th time in my life. Please go subscribe to my channel. It's I'm not sure what it's called, but I'll put it on the screen or in the description box. Please subscribe, comment, follow me on there to see what we do behind the scenes, what's going on, what's happening. There's actually a this Friendsmas we're talking about, this presentation stuff. It's on that channel. So it's not up yet. By the time you see this, it's not up yet, but we will be posting in this coming week. Secondly, we kind of have a new segment in our podcast. It's called What Would You Do? And we are reading your dilemmas. Okay? We're going into 2025 fixing this country, baby. One by one. We are all going into this wanting to get on our Zoom. So if you guys have dilemmas or problems that you would like us to weigh in on, or you want to know what we would do if we were in your shoes, please let us know on Instagram at _Ginger. Jesus. Please let us know at _Genesis Holders Wellness. That's the only place you can let us know, or you can pop them down in the comment section. That will be coming out next week. So when you see this, that week it's coming out. Okay. So yes, that's all that we.
I'm actually really looking forward to your first vlog.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Period. We're eating. So yes, Nolu, where can people find you?
Nolu_Stella on Instagram.
And that's on period. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Ginger in Real Life. Don't forget to follow our podcast, our platform, on Instagram at _Genesis Wholeness Wellness. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Subscribe, honey. Ni commenteni. We want to see that you guys are here with us. So please do best on that. And on that note, Happy New Year. And we hope that this is an amazing and prosperous year for you. We love you guys so much. And we will see you in our next time. Bye.